What's up, guys? Butterman98 here, and this is the first of this series of rants. Since this is the first video of this, I'm going to start off by explaining a few things of how this is going to go down, and then I'm going to rant. So, like the title card thing just said, ranting for this series is just going to be unscripted. Like right now, I'm just awkwardly trying to remember what I'm trying to say here. But it's going to be unscripted and just me rambling on and on about something that I want to rant about. And it's a completely opinion-based, so if you guys have a differing opinion, then by all means, you guys can just say something in the comments section about your opinion being different. Or, you know, you could just tell me to kill myself, you know, whatever you guys like to do. Anyway, enough of this. I'm pretty sure you all get the gist of what's going on here. So anyway, I'm just going to go on with my rant about Call of Duty. So, let's start off with the history of Call of Duty within regards of me actually caring. Call of Duty, for all means of what I'm talking about, really started with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. That's when the huge amounts of people started playing the multiplayer for it. So, you know, I'm just going to consider that the beginning of it. The real birth of multiplayer for Call of Duty. And that's mainly what I'm focusing on, the multiplayer. Because the story, I can just go on and on about how the story in the original games were just pretty good and they're amazing. And then go on to say that the later games have basically no story at all. Very weak at best. Anyway, let's continue on with this. Call of Duty Modern Warfare was a really good game. Its campaign, like I said, was one of the original ones, so it was solid. The Spec Ops was kind of unnecessary, really. I mean, just kind of thrown in there. I believe that one had Spec Ops, or whatever. It had something like that. I know it had a non-multiplayer, non-campaign game mode that I really didn't even do. Then there's the multiplayer, which was solid when it was actually out, you know. Now it's kind of, you know, nothing besides modders. But regardless, it's a really good game, and everybody who played it knows that. So I'm not going to really do any justice saying it. So let's just move on to the next game, Modern... Boy, did I just say Modern Warfare? I'm really trying to jump the gun here. World at War. World at War was, yet again, another good game with a great campaign and a great multiplayer, but this time, they ramped it up with another game mode that was really great. And we all know it, Nazi Zombies. Now, Zombies has been going on for a while in Call of Duty, and, you know, it's starting to become a little bit more weird as time goes on, like, why am I facing zombies and dragons? Well, whatever, that's another time. That is for later in this rant. Let's go on to talking about zombies and that. Zombies was by far the best thing to do with a whole group of friends. Like, multiplayer was fun and all, but if you had a group of friends, you guys would always want to play zombies and see how far you guys could go, see how good your survivalist tactics could be. Or, you know, if you could just run around a pillar and make the zombies go complete derp mode, like I did. Anyway, so that game was actually pretty good and pretty solid. So, what about the next game, Modern Warfare 2? Well, I hate to sound like a broken record here, but that yet again was a pretty solid game. Although its secondary game mode of Spec Ops was, well, third game mode of Spec Ops was just completely stupid and useless, and, well, it was just kind of there. I'm not going to say that they didn't do a good job with that, because they did. It's just kind of nobody really did anything with it. Anyway, that game was pretty solid. The multiplayer, we all know the term 1v1 me rust. But what happened after that? Well, that was Call of Duty Black Ops. And this is one what's really starting to become the mixed opinion one. I myself do not like Black Ops. But I know a lot of other people who say that it's really good, and I can understand their opinion on that. It is a pretty solid game at times. I just don't like the multiplayer. Now, Zombies on that was actually pretty good for the most part. I don't have all of the DLC for that, but I do have Most of them. I just don't have Shangri-La, and I heard that one was just kind of mediocre at best. But all things considered, even without DLC, that game was a great game. Now, here's the turning point. Call of Duty introduced a new developer to help make games for them. Well, whatever, Activision did. They introduced a new people for them, and that's called Sledgehammer Games. As we know, Sledgehammer Games were the people that made Advanced Warfare, and I'll get to that eventually. But Sledgehammer Games, when they worked on this newest game, Modern Warfare 3, didn't do too terribly great. Modern Warfare 3 was probably one of the worst ones at that point in time. Definitely the worst one at that point in time. And although I really liked the multiplayer in it, a lot of people complained about the multiplayer, saying that they didn't level up fast enough, or blah blah blah, and stuff like that. I leveled up perfectly fine, I liked the guns, it was all good. The only problems were the campaign was very lacking, and there was nothing to do with it. It was just boring. And the third game mode of, so I believe they still called it Spec Ops, was just stupid. It was obviously just trying to be a new thing that's innovative and not really innovative at all at the same time. That's pretty interesting. How does that work? Anyway, that was really the first game to go down for Call of Duty in the general sense. And it just kept going down and down from there. The next one, as we know, is Black Ops 2, which you guys can see the footage in the background from Black Ops 2. And as much as, you know, there's a lot of Call of Duty Black Ops 2 gameplay on my channel, this channel, and just, I just don't like it. The only reason why we have it is, and we do this, is because it's a game that all of us have, and we all want to have fun together here at the Butter Squad. Gaming Incorporated. That was a lie, actually. We aren't Gaming Incorporated. We're just a bunch of friends having fun. Anyway, I don't like this game, not because of the fact that I play it all the time to get bored of it or something. I just don't like it because it's kind of there and unnecessary. The game seems like it was just kind of crapped out. The spawns are no better than the spawns were before in other Call of Duty games. And, well, there's a lot of broken concepts with it. We all know the target finder. That's broken. And as much as people try to complain about it, I'm just going to admit it. I don't really mind if somebody uses target finder. I mean, there's ways to get around being caught by target finder. But the main problems, in my opinion, are LMGs. Because they didn't really take any time into the LMG concepts. They just kind of made it so that, you know, they can just shoot a whole bunch of bullets and kill you in like 2. And they have basically no kick, except for the hammer has a lot of kick at the beginning, and then it just becomes nothing. Why? Also, not to mention the snipers have the bolt actions with 2 shots, so that's good. Anyway, I'm doing a fantastic job at expressing my words. But I don't understand why there were 2 shots, especially since, I mean, come on. You get the lack of time in between. Make the SVU a whole bunch of shots because everybody sprays and prays it anyway. But regardless of that, let's go on to the next game mode on this game, Campaign, which I have to admit I played very little of because I grew bored of it very quickly. It was yet again one of those edgy Call of Duty campaigns that are just kind of there to be there, and also to waste your time and get achievements in. And even the best of achievements couldn't get me to want to play that campaign again, because it was that bad. Anyway, on to the, what is the next one? Zombies? Zombies. No DLC. Zombies in Black Ops 2 is transit. I need a moment. I need a moment. We're driving a bus. Couldn't have made a good zombies map. My God. not even a good single zombies map. Alright, anyway, Transit. I'm pretty sure a lot of us already know that Transit is probably one of the worst zombies game modes, maps, ever. Of all time. But why did they make that the default? Well, my theory is that they made the default one as bad as they could to help sell DLC. Now let's talk about the DLC ones. Well, first off, we have Die Rise. Die Rise, all things considered, I like it. A lot of people say that they don't like it because it's stupid and gimmicky, and oh, you have to wait all the time, wait on the stupid elevators. But I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it's a good game mode. It's good. It's fun. You can pack a punch at the very beginning by taking out some money from the shower, which Lord knows how you store money in a shower. But all things considered, it's a pretty good map. Now let's move on to the next one. Mob of the Dead, which I almost called Call of the Dead. It's interesting. I like the idea, and I like the game a little bit. I like the map a little bit. But keep in mind that a huge part of zombies is being able to get away from the zombies. Now, put those zombies, a lot of them, in a small, cramped area. And what do you get? Nothing but death. That game, basically, if you're in the prison, you're completely doomed. You need to get out of that prison and get onto the Golden Gate Bridge. That's the only way to survive. And even then, you have to deal with Brutus, or Georges, dude who I always called Shaquille, aka the Warden. Anyway, the next game is Buried, which, although is my favorite, it's also the one I hate the most at the same time, which is complicated. It's like being in a relationship and putting your status as it's complicated. Because it is. That game mode has nothing wrong with it. Buried has nothing wrong with it, but it's got too many things not wrong with it. It's so easy to stay alive. They have too many options for you to stay alive. You want to camp by Jug and put a whole bunch of trample steams and head choppers and dubstep noises by you? Congratulations, you can. You want to camp by the bank? Congratulations, you can. You want to camp in the maze? Congratulations, you can. There's too many spots where you can just kind of sit there and basically not die. It's too easy of a map, and as much as that sounds like me just nitpicking, it really does get boring after one playthrough, because you're going to play it for about 3 hours or 2 hours, like, you know, some of our videos on that were, I think, 2 hours long. I just split it up into 2 videos and then forgot to upload the other part. Oops, guys! But it's finally up. Anyway. Yeah, that was... It gets boring because of the fact that you're playing for that long, and you're basically just sitting there shooting zombies, doing nothing else. Anyway, on to the next ones, and this one is actually my least favorite of all the DLCs. And that is, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Origins. And oh god. I can see why some people like it. It's really expansive, you can get a whole bunch of stuff, and blah blah blah. But I don't like it because of the fact that it's too complicated. Also, I don't like it because of the, what are those things even called? Those big, bulky people, zombies in the big, bulky armor. They're called the things. I call them Claw, because they have claws. Anyway, regardless of that, they're... you need to know the map, you need to know how to get all the staffs and how to upgrade them and all that stuff, and I don't want to have to memorize stuff when I play a Call of Duty game. Let's face it, it's Call of Duty, not theoretical physics. Anyway, on to the next game, because I'm done with this, and I went way too long about one game. Call of Duty Ghosts. And unlike this game, where I went on forever, I'm not going to say anything about Call of Duty Ghosts. Everybody knows it's bad. Anyway, on to the next thing. Advanced Warfare. And oh boy, this is where I think the real death of Call of Duty was. Because nothing is more entertaining than watching somebody jump around on any of the other Call of Duty games because they look like they don't know what they're doing. But if they're jumping around in Advanced Warfare, then man, they're MLG. Also, I don't really think it's very cool that you have to basically take Adderall in order to be good at the game. Whatever happened to people like me, an average ordinary Joe, being able to be a good gamer without Adderall? But really though, spider jumping like that, spider monkey jumping, in Advanced Warfare is just kind of a dumb thing in my opinion. It exists, and it shouldn't. But whatever. On to the next game. Hopefully the next game changes it. Oh wait, it didn't. Black Ops 3. Although they did subdue the jumping by a lot, it's still ridiculous and still annoying. Now, by this point, people of the Call of Duty series that were fans for a long, long time said, why are we getting all this moon physics jumping around stuff? We want boots on the ground action. We want the good old classic Call of Duty. We want all that good stuff. And oh boy, did they listen, kind of. Because they gave us, for the next Call of Duty game that's coming out this year, Infinite Warfare. Congratulations, we get yet another moon jump physics game. Great, except this one's literally set in space. Now I'm going to get onto that topic after I get done talking about the first thing I'm wanting to talk about, which is Modern Warfare Remastered. That's the main part that they listened to us about. We wanted that, and we got it. The only problem is we have to buy the really crappy game, Infinite Warfare, in order to do that. And oh boy, is that annoying. Because Infinite Warfare, to people like me who want boots on the ground action again, just looks absolutely ridiculous and goofy. Now, I know I don't have to tell the internet that Infinite Warfare looks dumb, especially since it's already got over 3 million dislikes. So, I don't really know what else to say besides, hey, there's that. But the main slap in the face, in my opinion, is the fact that they said that they were going to be giving us Modern Warfare Remastered, and then giving us Modern Warfare Remastered only if you buy a special bundle with Infinite Warfare. Now, I have to give props to DICE because they played this off very well. They actually had their people make a game that's boots on the ground and set in World War I, which is exactly why I'm giving up on the Call of Duty series and buying Battlefield 1. Hi, Cat. So, the whole point of this video was not to just be out there and say stuff and be stupid. It was to show my inner support for DICE and also say that Call of Duty is going downhill. So, congratulations to everybody who actually managed to watch this far into the video. And if you did, then you deserve a donut. I don't have a donut, but maybe if you hit that like button, I might be able to generate a donut with something. Anyway, whatever, the video's basically over. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, if you guys want to, that is. And don't forget that if you guys have a differing opinion and want to tell me to kill myself, there's always the comments section, so congratulations. Bye.